How you doing? I'm Sean McVeigh with Sean's Outdoor Adventures, and in this video I'm going to show you a little prank we pulled over on Lewis. And I got to start off by saying, Lewis, you're a great guy, a good sport for taking it so well and not minding me posting this video. I actually asked him if he was okay with it and he said he was fine. So this kind of starts off with the Great American Outdoor Show in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I met up with Lewis and Andrew, and Lewis was joking around that he brought a bunch of pens, you know, to sign autographs. So that kind of became this ongoing joke. And when Andrew came into this map reading challenge, these guys didn't know going into the scouting part of this map reading challenge that Jason was going to make it there, because originally he wasn't going to because of work. And then I found out he was, so I thought, okay, since Jason's kind of good at pranks, let's just do a little prank on these guys. Andrew was riding with me, so I kind of had to read him in on it because I needed to talk to Jason about it on the phone as far as planning the whole thing. So then that's how it kind of ended up getting focused on Lewis. Now Lewis, Andrew, and I had just finished about an hour of scouting in different areas, and I told him to meet us at this scenic overlook so that we could talk about what we saw while scouting. In the meantime, Andrew and I met up with Jason and we went over final arrangements for pulling off this prank. So Andrew, this is Jason. Jason, this is Andrew.
Finally meet the new guy. Yeah, that's good.
All right, so here's what I was thinking. If you want, there's a scenic overlook, but it'd probably be hard to find. So why don't you follow me up, okay? And then I'm going to turn left to. It's a steep little thing up into the parking area, but just hang out there and wait a couple minutes till we get out and start making noise, and then you can pull in and do kind of like what we talked about.
I'm so excited for this.
Yeah. But yeah, as long as you get the asking for autograph in there, that's all that really matters.
Well, they're back going this way and you going across.
This is a beautiful overlook here, folks, that we wanted to capture a little bit of. But Lewis, why don't you get in there with Andrew?
Do I have to?
Yep, because I need to. All right, so what I want to do is get this set up here, and then we'll get a little rundown of what everybody saw today. Now watch Lewis's body language as he watches Jason approach from that side of the screen.
Oh shit! Shot Sean.
Oh well. All right, Andrew, why don't you just give me a quick little synopsis of what you saw today?
It was a quick scout where my original intention was this is going to be my #1 spot.
Okay. Yeah. All right, Lewis.
4 minutes is all we need. 4 minutes is all we need.
Does that mean you don't have much to say?
Actually, I don't even need 4 minutes. I need about 2.5. Usually
he's stretching it right now to make it 4 minutes. Yeah. That's what he's doing. All right, so tell me what's going on.
So only because of the limited amount of time we had, I just took basically an access road all the way down the spur to the very bottom. It was essentially a spur that ran down, bench, went back downhill, bench. I mean, it was perfect. A lot of saddles in the.
If you've ever produced any kind of video or photography, you know that it's a pain in the rear end when somebody walks into the frame where you're videoing or shooting photos. Jason, being a professional photographer, knowing this, intentionally walks into my frame in the middle of the shot, basically ruining this whole strip of footage in a normal situation. Yeah, remember I told you I did see like a four-wheeler, signs of a four-wheeler?
It didn't look used like in the last week or so, but it definitely had some use. And then there was a homemade stand too. There's a lot of logging trails, and it's hard to decipher if people are using all those logging trails or if the deer are using them. And I always have a hard time figuring out if I set up on the logging trail or not.
After sufficiently ruining the shot, Jason comes on in for the kill. Be sure to watch Lewis's body language as he continues to watch this guy who's invading our space and messing up our video.
That's serious. What else did I have? Yeah. Pretty sunsets up here, right? Gosh, yeah. Oh yeah, I said I didn't set up a. I'm not using one. How you doing?
Dude. Are you Lewis? You're Lewis. Dude,
You guys know
I'm in
each
the
other?
middle of nowhere, and I come across.
From what?
Right? You missed the buck last year.
Oh.
Oh.
I missed the big one. Oh my god. Oh my god. I missed the big one. I missed the big one. Oh my god.
From what?
Right? You missed the buck last year.
Oh.
Oh,
You
man.
saw the video?
We did.
Jeez, dig a hole and put me in it, man.
It's all good.
I missed the big one.
That's the pain of living
I
in Maryland.
cannot believe this.
Yeah, that's me.
It's nice to meet
Wow,
you.
that's awesome.
Dude,
This
Well,
is-
then you recognize these guys, right? Really? If you've seen that channel, it's his channel.
I don't know. I just maybe.
well, I guess since you live in Maryland, maybe you're probably looking for people to hunt in Maryland. I don't know.
Maybe. But
You remember
dude,
the face, I guess.
can't believe that.
Who could forget?
I'm in the middle
Who
of
forget?
nowhere.
Who could forget
Who
that?
forget this
Can I-
face?
What?
I mean, can I have your autograph or
Oh,
something?
you didn't get an autograph.
No,
here.
I'm serious.
Sure.
I'm serious.
Oh man, do you have a pen, Lewis?
I got one in my car.
Sure you didn't see my bear hunting video?
Oh yeah.
You didn't see any other videos in that. You know what though? If you're just clicking Maryland, you might have missed. So that was part of a whole series, a whole map reading challenge series put on by this man Sean McVeigh right here.
Yeah.
So we had 3 hunters. Andrew was one of them. He's the one that had a lot of bear encounters.
Yeah, it was all shot about the same time.
They were all shot at the same
yeah,
time.
like released at the same time too. It's funny you just recognize this.
So
I mean, what's the chances of that? I'm like,
It's pretty wild.
not-
Well,
I mean, you're out here. Look at this.
well, except this time I won't miss the big
awesome.
one.
I cannot believe.
Do you hunt?
Well, obviously, if he's watching hunting videos, he probably
Yeah.
does.
Listen, I've showed that video to so many of my friends. No, I'm serious.
Was it because you missed the buck?
They're not going to believe me. Do you mind?
Sean, take a pic.
Here, I'll get it. Yeah, yeah.
Put the sun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if I
Oh,
can
you
get
got
a
it?
selfie. That's awesome. Can't believe this.
That is pretty cool, dude.
it's hilarious.
That is very cool.
Well, you always said you were going to be doing autographs.
all over the Great American Outdoor Show in Pennsylvania, and I don't. Well, we kind of got recognized, but you got more recognized than I did.
I'm feeling a little slighted, I gotta
I
say.
know.
Well, yeah, and this is the bear. This is the guy that had the most encounters with the bear. Had a.
I'll tell you what. Do you have a card or anything, Lewis? All right, I'll give you my card, and then you can look up the videos.
Oh yeah, you can see all. It's a whole series, a whole map reading challenge series.
Yeah?
And then you can see his video and then the other guy.
Yeah, you know what? And yeah, so we're gonna have a new guy this year, and we kind of call him the new guy right now.
This is named new guy.
We've been having some fun with that. There's another one. The other guy showing up.
Yeah, actually, he's scheduled to get here right about now.
You don't mind if I post this on Facebook?
Oh, that's. Did you know about this?
Lewis, meet Jason! Yeah!
Oh, I'm sorry. That's freaking awesome.
Meet the new guy.
You know what? That's your name, the new guy. That's awesome. I was wondering why you kept taking video of him. I'm like, why would you keep taking video of that guy? He's just
Dude,
walking
when
around.
you were walking behind him, I couldn't stop laughing. Did you see me laughing? Oh.
That's freaking hilarious. That's odd. That's better than that dumb stuffed animal bear you had.
Yeah.
Your face turned beet red when he asked for your autograph. You're like, what?
Oh, he wants my autograph.
Yeah, well,
When I said you're little, and you're like, you just started laughing. I was like, he knows. Right
You played
away.
it off good.
But then
Yeah, you played it
but
off.
Then I had to like keep it going, and then I'm like, maybe he doesn't.
Like when you're getting video, I'm like, what the hell are you getting video of the guy if he's just like walking
Then when
around?
you're like, he's supposed to show up right about now.
Yeah.
You're like,
What? Oh, that was awesome. That was so awesome.
I was actually so paranoid with this prank that I started to think they were doing one on me, because Andrew broke down, his car broke down the night before right in the same town where Jason lived. So I thought maybe Jason reached out to Andrew and Lewis and they were doing a reverse prank on me. And my paranoia was so intense that at first I thought, oh my goodness, they're doing something here. So here's a little bit of us talking after the whole prank was over and me sharing with them how I was a little bit paranoid. All right, so you texted me the picture with the hood up, and you said this pretty much sums up what's going on. I'm thinking, he's joking. He just pulled off at a rest stop, put the hood up. He's like, oh, I'm going to pull a joke on these guys. Takes the picture. So I was like, tell my wife, I'm like, he'll be here. He'll be here in a couple hours, hour and a half, whatever. And then we end up talking to him. He's actually broken down. But then, like, I tell you, like, and you're like, oh, that's where I live. So then I'm like, wait a second. What if you contacted these guys because you watched the episodes and you guys are turning this around on me? You know what I mean?
Everyone's paranoid now. No one's gonna sleep tonight.
And I'm like, wait a second here. So like I'm analyzing everything he's saying. When I'm talking to him on the phone, I'm like, I'm checking, could they possibly, is Jason in the background? And I was like, no way. He's selling this way too well for him to be like, for this to be a joke. He couldn't pull that off.
That would have been good.
But there was like a good section there where I was like, man, is he doing a joke on me here? Just because we were going to do one on them. So yeah, it was like a paranoid night. Moral of the story is don't pull pranks on people. Well, there you have it. Once again, Lewis is such a great sport, and I know that because of this video, he's going to be signing more autographs now than he ever would have before, just because we've made a big thing about it. As for me, I don't necessarily think I'll be doing any more pranks like this. I was in a car accident once and got all my teeth knocked out, and I was in high school, and people were making fun of me because I didn't have any teeth. And it already hurt thinking, oh man, my jaw was broken in all these different places, so I still look different than what I used to. And then not having teeth, it was a little hard for me to take. And so I realized, you know what? Sometimes, us making fun of other people or playing with their emotions can hurt them a little bit. So I've always been a little bit sensitive to that ever since. So, plus me being paranoid with this whole thing, I'm like, I'll leave the pranks to somebody else. But at least for this one time, we had fun. And I'll look for having fun in other ways in the future. I hope you'll stay tuned for this year's map reading challenge, where you get to see what happens with Lewis and Andrew and Jason and myself to see if we actually score on some deer. So until then, make sure you take care, God bless, and be sure you tune in.
That's freaking hilarious.